The best vegetables for diabetics to eat daily are low in glycemic index, high in fiber, and clinically proven to lower blood sugar and A1C. These diabetes-friendly vegetables are rich in magnesium, antioxidants, and plant-based nutrients that improve insulin sensitivity and support heart. Before the next tip, don't forget to give Doc Stick a like and subscribe. More simple health tips are waiting for you. In this video, we'll break down how the top 4 vegetables can prove to be a nature's blessing for you. We will also turn these powerful low-carb veggies into 5 satisfying high-protein diabetic breakfasts that keep your glucose stable, curb cravings, and meet your daily nutrient needs without spiking your levels. Let's begin with vegetables number 1. 1. Kale. Let's get into kale and why it's one of the most helpful greens for people managing diabetes. Kale isn't just a trendy vegetable. It's loaded with nutrients that directly support better blood sugar control, nerve protection, and cardiovascular health. 1 cup of cooked kale has only 36 calories, about 7 grams of carbs, and over 5 grams of fiber. That means it provides a low glycemic load, which helps keep blood sugar steady after meals. The glycemic index of kale is under 15, putting it in the very low range. That's a smart choice when you want to prevent glucose spikes without giving up volume on your plate. Now, here's why kale works so well in a diabetic meal plan. Our bodies need magnesium to help insulin move glucose into the cells, and diabetics tend to lose too much magnesium through urine. Kale gives you about 6% of your daily magnesium needs in just 1 cup. That may sound small, but when you add it regularly, it helps replenish what your kidneys may be losing. Kale also has manganese, which supports enzymes that break down blood sugar for energy. Without enough of it, your cells don't process glucose properly, and insulin becomes less effective. Just 1 serving of kale provides 26% of the daily recommended manganeses, helping to keep that balance. Let's talk about vitamin C. Kale offers over 80 mg of vitamin C per cup, nearly 90% of the daily requirement. That's huge for diabetics. Vitamin C helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, both of which are elevated when blood sugar runs high. It also strengthens blood vessels and supports collagen production, which helps heal wounds and protect eyes, kidneys, and nerve endings. That's important because up to 50% of diabetics develop neuropathy, and the earlier you protect your nerves, the better you'll feel. Now, think about vitamin K1. This isn't just about blood clotting. It helps prevent calcium buildup in the arteries, a major risk in diabetic heart disease. Kale gives more than 500% of your daily K1 needs in just 1 cup. That's more than spinach or broccoli. This makes it great for anyone looking to support vascular health while managing sugar levels. Add the lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 key antioxidants in kale, and you're protecting your eyes. 2. These antioxidants target the retina and reduce the progression of diabetic retinopathy, which affects nearly 30% of people with diabetes over time. You'll also get folate, beta-carotene, and iron from kale. Folate supports nerve and brain health, while beta-carotene boosts immune function and iron supports energy. Together, these help with fatigue and brain fog, which many diabetics notice when sugar levels are off. So, how can you make it work? Add kale to eggs, stir into lentil soup, blend into a green smoothie, or bake it into chips. If the bitterness throws you off, lightly steaming or massaging it with lemon juice makes it gentler on your taste buds. Just don't boil it too long. You'll lose the vitamin C. Cook it right. Pair it with healthy fats like olive oil, and you'll help your body absorb those fat-soluble nutrients like K1 and beta-carotene better. 2. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are a powerful food for anyone managing blood sugar, and they deliver benefits far beyond their fiber. Let's explore how these tiny green vegetables work behind the scenes to support better insulin response, reduce inflammation, and help protect the heart, kidneys, and nerves, all areas affected by unstable glucose levels. Just half a cup of cooked Brussels sprouts provides 4 grams of carbs, including 2 grams of fiber, meaning the net carbs come down to just 2 grams. That's a low glycemic impact, making them ideal for keeping post-meal sugar levels stable. Here's why they work so well. Brussels sprouts are rich in alpha-lipoic acid, a natural compound that improves glucose uptake by enhancing insulin sensitivity. This helps cells absorb more sugar without requiring high amounts of insulin, which is important for reducing fatigue and maintaining balanced energy. Alpha-lipoic acid also helps protect nerves from oxidative stress, and clinical data show it may reduce symptoms of diabetic neuropathy, like tingling and numbness in the feet. That's a daily struggle for nearly 50% of those with glucose control problems. And this compound gives real relief. These cruciferous vegetables also contain sulforaphane, a sulfur-based antioxidant that's shown to help lower fasting blood sugar by 10% in some studies. Sulforaphane activates detox enzymes in the liver, which helps break down excess glucose and reduce the buildup of advanced glycation end products. Ages are one of the leading causes of blood vessel damage in those with high blood sugar. That's why sulforaphane plays a key role in protecting vision and kidney function. Two systems hit hard when glucose stays elevated for too long. Brussels sprouts give you more than 130% of the daily recommended vitamin C in just 1 cup, which supports blood vessel strength and reduces inflammation. That helps protect the retina and slows the onset of eye damage. They also provide 137 micrograms of vitamin K1, over 100% of your daily needs, which works with magnesium to relax arteries, lower blood pressure, and support better blood flow. About 70 to 75% of those with blood sugar problems also deal with high blood pressure. And vitamin K1 is a nutrient that helps with both. You'll also get folate, a B vitamin that helps regulate homocyanin, a compound linked to nerve damage and vascular problems. Low folate is linked to increased risk of cardiovascular disease. And Brussels sprouts deliver quarantiset micrograms per half cup, nearly 12% of what your body needs each day. That's a small bite with a big effect. Now, let's talk about how to use them. Roasting Brussels sprouts with olive oil enhances the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like K1 and supports anti-inflammatory effects. Pairing them with garlic or turmeric boosts their natural protective compounds. You can also shred them raw into a salad with lemon juice and sunflower seeds for an easy fiber-rich side. For a warm dish, steam and toss them with ground flaxseed and grilled chicken. This balances healthy fat, fiber, and protein to prevent sugar crashes. Try not to overcook them, because boiling too long reduces vitamin C and breaks down their helpful phytonutrients. If you're thinking of how to start adding them in, try just 1 small serving a day and monitor your post-meal glucose. You might notice your numbers feel more balanced, your energy lasts longer, and your digestion improves. Brussels sprouts may be small, but they have a big role in a well-rounded blood sugar management plan. 3. Tomato. Tomatoes are often overlooked in diabetes care, but their unique nutritional profile makes them incredibly helpful for managing blood sugar, protecting the heart, and reducing inflammation that fuels diabetic complications. Let's get into why they work so well. A medium raw tomato contains just 22 calories, 8 grams of carbs, and 5 grams of fiber, giving it a net carb impact of around 3 grams. That's low enough to keep glucose levels steady, especially when paired with fiber-rich or protein-based meals. The glycemic index of raw tomato is between 15 and 30, depending on ripeness, and the glycemic load per serving is under 2, making it a very gentle food for blood sugar response. Lycopene is the nutrient that sets tomatoes apart. It's a carotenoid that gives tomatoes their red color and has been shown to reduce oxidative stress in blood vessels, improve insulin signaling, and lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10%. For diabetics, that matters because over 65% are at risk of cardiovascular disease. Lycopene also supports endothelial function, which improves how blood flows through vessels, important for kidney, heart, and eye health. Cooked tomatoes contain up to 30% more bioavailable lycopene than raw ones. So, soups or sauces can offer extra support without a glucose spike. Just 1/2 cup of cooked tomatoes can provide over 11 mg of lycopene, which is linked with improvements in insulin resistance and reduced HbA1c over time. Tomatoes also help with blood pressure management. One medium tomato provides 292 milligrams of potassium, which helps offset the sodium imbalance that worsens hypertension in diabetics. At least 70% of diabetics deal with elevated blood pressure, and potassium helps relax blood vessels and prevent complications like retinopathy. But the vitamin C content is just as critical. One medium tomato gives 28% of the daily recommended intake. Vitamin C supports capillary strength in the retina and kidneys and helps reduce inflammation that worsens insulin resistance. It also supports immune health, which is often weaker in diabetics. Now, let's talk about folate, a B vitamin. That's essential for cell repair and nerve health. A single tomato gives you 18 micrograms of folate, which supports red blood cell production and may reduce homocyan levels linked to nerve damage and cardiovascular risk. For diabetics experiencing symptoms like tingling or numbness, adding folate through tomatoes can support nerve function alongside B12. Tomatoes are easy to prepare in ways that enhance their blood sugar benefits. Pairing them with olive oil boosts lycopene absorption and adds healthy fat to slow digestion. A chopped tomato salad with olive oil, cucumber, and seeds is a balanced option that supports hydration and glucose stability. You can also roast cherry tomatoes with garlic for an antioxidant-rich topping, or make a tomato soup using herbs like basil and turmeric, both of which help reduce blood sugar spikes. Blending tomatoes into a sauce with lentils and spinach creates a full meal with fiber, protein, and micronutrients. There are many types of tomatoes available. Roma and plum tomatoes are ideal for sauces and roasting because of their lower water content and higher concentration of lipine. Cherry tomatoes work best raw and are easy to portion. Avoid canned tomatoes with added sugar or sodium, which can spike glucose or strain the kidneys. Always check for hidden ingredients on labels. Fresh and organic varieties are best. If available as conventionally grown tomatoes, often carry pesticide residues, which can worsen insulin resistance. Tomatoes are safe for daily use. But if you have kidney issues or are on potassium-restricted diets, portion size should be limited to avoid overload. One small serving, about 1 cup chopped or a medium tomato, is ideal per meal. Diabetics can confidently rely on tomatoes to support heart health, nerve repair, and stable blood sugar, all through a single flavorful fruit. 4. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are one of the most underrated vegetables for managing diabetes, but they deserve a front-row seat in your meal plan. First, let's look at their numbers. Mushrooms have a glycemic index of less than 10 inches, a glycemic load close to 0, which means they don't raise blood sugar after meals. A single cup of raw white mushrooms gives only 15 calories, or 3 grams of carbs, and nearly 1 gram of fiber. That's a naturally low-carb, low-calorie food, packed with nutrients that work in your favor. One of the biggest strengths of mushrooms is their ability to help reduce insulin resistance. Research shows that specific polysaccharides found in mushrooms, especially beta-glucans, improve glucose metabolism by up to 35%. That means your body can respond better to insulin, processed sugar more effectively, and prevent those stubborn post-meal spikes. Now, let's talk about nutrients that matter. Mushrooms are rich in selenium, a trace mineral that plays a key role in glucose regulation and reduces oxidative stress in cells. Oxidative stress contributes to diabetic complications like nerve damage, kidney decline, and eye disorders. Just 3 ounces of criny mushrooms provide about 40% of the daily value for selenium. They also contain copper, potassium, and small amounts of vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. Potassium is crucial because 70 to 75% of diabetics deal with blood pressure issues. Mushrooms offer around 320 milligrams of potassium per cup, which can help support better pressure balance. One thing many people don't know: mushrooms support the liver's detox process. The natural antioxidants like erythionine in mushrooms protect liver cells and may improve fasting glucose by lowering inflammatory cytokines. That's incredibly helpful for reversing fatty liver in type 2 diabetics. Mushrooms also support weight loss. Since they're high in umami flavor and low in calories, they make a great meat substitute. Replacing high-fat red meat with mushrooms 2 to 3 times a week can reduce daily caloric intake by 300 to 500 calories. Helping manage body weight. A key factor in type 2 diabetes reversal. The fiber in mushrooms also slows down the release of glucose and improves satiety. That means you feel full longer, without sugar spikes or crashes. Mushrooms also support the gut microbiome. They contain natural prebiotics that nourish healthy gut bacteria, which improves insulin sensitivity and reduces low-grade inflammation. Some studies show a 15 to 20% improvement in fasting glucose after consistent mushroom intake for 8 to 12 weeks. So, which types are best? Portobello, shiitake, oyster, and maitake mushrooms all show the highest antioxidant activity. Maitake, for example, contains a compound called diffraction, which improves glucose tolerance and lowers blood sugar by activating insulin receptors. Shiitake mushrooms help lower LDL cholesterol by up to 10%, which matters because diabetics face higher cardiovascular risk. Even white button mushrooms help lower inflammatory markers, like CRP. Now, how should you eat them? Light sautéing or grilling preserves nutrients best. Avoid deep frying or cooking in processed oils, which raises inflammation. Combine them with garlic, olive oil, or turmeric to boost anti-diabetic benefits. Want more protein? Stuff large portobellos with lentils or ground turkey for fiber-rich meals. Mix them into stir-fries with leafy greens. Mushrooms pair beautifully with lean proteins, non-starchy vegetables, and whole grains like quinoa for balanced blood sugar meals. Just avoid canned mushrooms in brine. Sodium levels can spike over 300 milligrams per serving. And for those with kidney strain, that's risky. Try adding mushrooms 2 to 4 times a week. They're affordable, versatile, and powerful when it comes to helping your body manage glucose naturally. And for anyone dealing with insulin resistance, nausea, tingling, weight gain, or sugar cravings, mushrooms are a smart, flavorful ally that actually helps your body fight back. Now, let's talk about top 5 breakfasts for diabetes that are high fiber, low GI, and high protein breakfast. These breakfasts meet almost all the basic nutritional requirements of diabetics and usually running low. Let's begin with number 1. Breakfast 1. Kale, mushroom, and egg scramble. Start your morning with a high-protein scramble using 2 whole eggs and 1 cup of chopped kale sautéed with half a cup of mushrooms. Kale provides 3 grams of fiber and over 100% of your daily vitamin K in a single cup. Mushrooms contribute B vitamins and support insulin signaling through beta-glucans. This combo gives you about 16 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and 3 grams of net carbs. Add a sprinkle of feta for calcium and taste. Cooking this in a teaspoon of olive oil provides healthy monosaturated fat to improve satiety and glycemic stability. This breakfast is ideal for blood sugar control and gut health. Breakfast 2. Brussels sprouts and tomato hash with tofu. This warm, savory dish includes 1 cup shredded Brussels sprouts, half cup diced tomatoes, and 100-gram firm tofu, sautéed together in garlic and turmeric. Brussels sprouts bring 3 grams of fiber and sulfur-rich compounds that lower inflammation. Tomatoes contribute 2 grams of fiber and high lycopene content, supporting vascular health and vision. Tofu gives 10 grams of protein and is low GI. The turmeric supports liver detox and blood sugar balance. This plate delivers 15 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, and under 10 grams of net carbs. Serve with a squeeze of lemon to enhance iron absorption from the veggies. Breakfast 3. Savory mushroom and tomato oats. Cook steel-cut oats, and unsweetened almond milk. Then stir in sautéed mushrooms and cherry tomatoes. Use 1/4 cup oats. Slow digesting. 1/2 cup mushrooms. And 14 cup chopped tomatoes. Add chia seeds for omega-3 seconds and fiber. 5 grams per tablespoon. This dish delivers 8 grams of fiber, 12 grams of protein, and a glycemic load under 9. Oats improve insulin response, and the mushroom's ergowine supports nerve health. It's a great option for anyone waking up with elevated fasting glucose. Breakfast 4. Kale, Brussels, and avocado power bowl. Toss 1 divided by 2 cup shredded Brussels sprouts and 1/2 cup chopped kale with lemon juice. Then top with half an avocado and 1 boiled egg. This bowl delivers 7 grams of fiber, 15 grams of protein, and healthy fats that slow glucose absorption. Avocado is low GI and rich in magnesium. 15% of daily needs in half an avocado. It boosts insulin sensitivity and reduces morning inflammation. Add hemp seeds, 3 grams of protein per tablespoon, and pink salt to support adrenal and electrolyte balance. Breakfast 5. Tomato and mushroom frittata. Whisk 3 eggs. Then, mix with 1/2 cup diced tomatoes and 1/2 cup mushrooms. Bake in a non-stick pan. This frittata provides 18 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, and important antioxidants like lutein and lycopene. Tomatoes' lycopene improves endothelial function, while eggs provide choline for nerve protection. This recipe is low GI filling and supports blood flow to organs impacted by diabetes. Pair it with a small side of steamed kale or a low-carb almond cracker to complete the meal. Each breakfast is crafted to support insulin sensitivity, nerve health, cardiovascular protection, and healthy digestion. You'll find they're easy to prepare, affordable, and powerful in stabilizing energy and glucose throughout the day. Let's fuel the morning.